every victory fuels the next victory, and every defeat.
All praises to the Most High in Christ. I'm here today to expose this brother. Now he pretends that he's so for his people. He's so for us, and he's calling people agents, and he's telling us how to beat their system. How to knock the leg of white supremacy out from under it. And he's giving you these bright ideas. I submit to you today that I believe, it's my opinion, that he's an agent. He is an agent for white supremacy. You say, why you say that? I'm going to tell you why. Because the only way you can beat white supremacy is you have to stand up and declare your God-given inalienable rights, unalienable rights. All men are created equal. We are free, and we are not subject to any foreign government to come in our land and force us under their jurisdiction. And you see, the British has always done that. And you see, they're reporting now that they are going over in Ireland. The British are going in Ireland and taking over their country and forcing them under their jurisdiction by taking their laws with them. It's just like this. I come to your house and I said, we're going to forget. I'm going to take over your house. And I come in and I say, hey, I know you guys got rules and everything here. You let me stay here, rent me a room or whatever. But we're going to forget about the rules, your policies of your house, and I want everybody in the house to just go by my rules. You're under my jurisdiction now. That's the same thing. That is the same thing, that's happening in our country today with all these organizations. I jumped the gun. That's what's happening with this brother. He said the way to knock out white supremacy is to come together with a plan and stop them from prosecuting you by the kind of protester charges that they're giving their offenders. His thing is now he's addressing this family that the white supremacists did the drive-by and, shot up their property. And he's, saying, the charge that they're charging him with is the wrong charge. So we need to get together with the lawyers. He's playing the game with the lawyers and demand. How you going to demand white supremacy without an army? You can't demand them to do anything without an army. They're not playing by the rules anymore. They're not playing by the Constitution. They're not playing by any laws. You have to stand up and enforce your own laws. That's the only way to stop white supremacy, is you have to stand up and enforce your own laws. Now, how do we do that? Do we have to get arms? Yes, we have to take up arms. Do we have to go down in people's neighborhoods and point the guns at people? No. All we have to do is defend our own territory where we are. We have to come together and unite and form teams, community security teams, so when they sneak over in our neighborhoods, we'll be able to defend ourselves. And we have to do recon and find out who these people are that's doing the sneaking, where they come from. Those are the people we address. If they all get together, we find out where they're coming from. And then we might have to pay them a visit. It's as simple as that. We are at war with these people. But if we can stop them by gathering together and saying, we have treaties with your country, with your corporation posing as a country, and you're acting as government, we can come together and we got laws in place. Are you going to honor these laws, or are you going to keep sending your terrorists in to attack us? We have to negotiate with them as one people. As one people, going in their courts and letting them try our people in their behind their bars and put them in our jails and not releasing them to us, and and holding court with our appointed grand juries and our jurors. We have laws already on the books that that controls all this. We are sovereign. We are sovereign in this land. And they don't have a right to come over and force us under their jurisdiction. Come in our house and force us to stop keeping our laws, stop worshiping our God, bring us a new God, new laws, and new judges and juries. No, they don't have a right to do that. And until we stand up, all we have to do is stand up. If they bring 10,000, we get 20,000. Because they're not going to fight unless they outnumber us. We don't have enough guns. We'll take their guns. They can't collect the guns and run too. When we put them down, we'll take their guns. We're going to try to talk to these people as a nation. It's the only way you're going to deal with them. They will deal with you as a nation, but onesies and twosies and fighting in their courtroom, we can't win. I'm going to show you another group here. Well, let's listen to this brother, see where he's at now.
A trifecta, if you will. What? I would love to make it a trifecta. If you can get Chud and grab some of these other would-be copycats and sit up here and start a roll again, next thing you know, oh man, everywhere you go, folks are going to be saying, wait a minute now, oh hell, can't really do that. When you show them that even under Donald Trump, all we got to do is knock out one piece of the puzzle, knock out one leg of the system, and the whole thing collapses. When you start showing that, and remember, every victory fuels the next victory, and every defeat fuels the next defeat. So once you start showing them Chud goes down, Robert Moore goes down, Jeffrey Kinzer goes down.
Now you see what I mean? You see what I mean? He's saying fight them in their system, in their stacked up courts, their judges that don't have bonds, them trying to get us to argue points that we shouldn't be arguing. Only thing we should argue is they don't have jurisdiction. Of the federal question, how do a foreign country come into my land and say they have jurisdiction over my people? That's the first argument. When you challenge the jurisdiction, the case can't go any farther. And what we have to do when we're challenging their jurisdiction is stand up with our nation. Now I'm going to show you another group. They coming along, but you see him, he's acting as an agent. That's why I say he's acting as an agent. See all these, what? Yeah, nigga bitch, all that old crap, man. That's an agent. He's entertaining you while he's leading you the wrong way. He tell you kind of what you should do, but he ain't telling you how to do it, because he's an agent. Now let's look at something else here.
But as y'all continue to see and find out, y'all gonna realize who the women in children, y'all.
All right, these brothers here, we're gonna look at them. Just a few videos, couple of videos we're gonna talk about. But these brothers here, now I've been talking and telling them, how the Constitution is supposed to work, and I've been trying to shame these Israelite camps to stand together as a nation. Now they're down here with Carmelo Anthony in this fight here, and they're saying we got to gather together as a people. They got the right idea. They starting off right, but they're lacking behind on a little. We got to give our life for this. They're afraid to say that they loving their life too much. And you're going to see the brother. It's another brother. I'm going to show you that brother back here in the black. Back there in the middle here. Now he's radical. He's the brother that his life don't mean nothing. If I got to live as a slave and these people just going to be able to walk up and kick my door down and kill my kids, I don't want to live here. It's time for us to stand up and put our life on the line. Now these brothers ain't ready yet because, you know, you got the people up here judging. All these people, most of these men up here is the captains and the head of this organization. You know, not the number 2 and 3 heads, but these are the captains that's been here longer, and they got a lot of, you know, they got quite a few people under them. And I can understand them not wanting to jeopardize. Everybody standing here ain't ready for fighting, ain't ready to give their life. They thinking about their family. Some of them just got married. They don't understand war. They don't know the Lord God like a lot of us know him. How could we? We came out of slavery after while he had his back turned on us. The only way you're going to get to know the Most High God is he got to walk with you and deliver you out from your enemies and provide all your needs. If you shall bethink yourself. Go down there and read that. And he told you what he will do. If you bethink yourself and repent and turn back to him, he'd give you all your supplications. He'd answer all your prayers, give you everything you need. We don't have that trust in God yet, especially not these men here. Listen to them talk. You can tell they get to the brink, they stand up, Judah stood up, and then they humble back down. They stood up and they thought about, well, I got a wife and my life is pretty good. They got a job and businesses. They laid back down. But we ain't going to fight, though. Stood up. We going to stand up against this ego. Then we going to keep the law. Listen to them.
Y'all see how these people despise our lives? They told y'all that we was a hate group. But as y'all continue to see and find out, y'all gonna realize who the real hate group is. And it's this system that America has set up against you. And hear me clearly. The diapers were never stolen. Our people were wrongfully accused, of walking out with a pack of Pampers they never took. A lie was told and a baby is dead because of it.
Now they shouldn't have been talking about the charges, those false charges. What he should be saying is talked about the harsh punishment that was done to a sovereign people, about their nation bringing death, a judgment of death, an execution on our children. Forget the charges. Always forget the charges, because they don't have a right to charge us with anything pertaining to their laws. The only thing they can charge us with, a foreign nation, because we have a treaty with them. We won't hurt your people, you won't hurt our people. We won't violate your property, you won't violate our property. We won't force you under our jurisdiction. You're already under our jurisdiction because you're a foreign nation in our land. So constitutional law, the law that every man is created equal and free, and God gave us our lands, and God's law says you can't violate my borders. So if we let you come in here and you violate me by forcing me under jurisdiction, you violated my borders, you violated my God-given rights, and now we are back at war again. The treaties don't count. Trump and Iran is showing us how to do it. All the ceasefire is over when you break your oath to the people. When you break your contract, when you break your agreement, all ceasefire is over. It's open season. That's what you should be saying. Because if they were going to attack you, they would attack you anyway. They hate you. They are the devils. If they had the power to attack us, even from when they first came in this country, they never had the power to defeat us. It was because we was in sin The Most High still had to break the bows in the day of Jezreel. He had to break our power so they could manipulate us mentally, create the law of justice, and say God created these laws. It's the law of the land. He's gonna say something about the law of the land here. That's the only way they could defeat us, and they still cannot defeat us. Right now, they can't defeat us because if y'all are living according to the laws of the Most High God, y'all are the first line of defense for the Israelites in this land. But y'all are still afraid. Y'all are still Judah crouching down. Y'all are Judah crouching down. That ain't God's fault. Y'all free out of slavery. Y'all keeping the laws. The blessing's supposed to be pursuing you. The Most High is fighting your battles. Let's listen.
Even if it was stolen, is a pearl pebble worth a life? Bring it out. We gave this country over 400 years of slavery. Bring it out, yeah. We picked over 400 years of cotton. We picked over 400 years of sugar cane. So you mean to tell me that a pack of pebbles is worth a baby's life?
Should that be what he's talking about? We do so nice to y'all. We gave y'all our life, and no, they took your life. They took you and put you in slavery. You didn't give them nothing. Why are you trying to reason with the devil? You're talking about an enemy. You preach they are our enemies, and then you try to beg them to treat you right. That's unacceptable. Let's see.
Is a pearl pebble worth a life?
Listen to this.
We gave this country over 400 years of right here. Because y'all quick to shoot us down. And then y'all want to try to turn around and say, well, y'all do this to one another. But remember, you set this system up.
Should we be telling these people, we know what y'all done. Y'all can't trick us no more. We hip to all your weapons and your warfare and your tactics, and y'all ain't fooling nobody. We know y'all did this to us. That's what I hear. Why would you, they already know what they did to you. You already know. That's not the issue. The issue is that they are illegally forcing you under their jurisdiction and passing sentence on you based on their laws. And we are the sovereign people of this land. You should be getting right to the issue. Listen to this.
Jeremiah wrote of Rachel weeping for her children. And she would not be comforted because they are not. Y'all understand we are the Israelites the Bible speaks of. We are the children of Israel. There's a Rachel in this community today who will not be comforted, and she should not be asked to be. So I did not come here to be comfortable. That's what we hear. We here to make your lives uncomfortable. And look, this is just a small fraction of us. We can make things real uncomfortable if we want to.
So you see him just admitting to the fact that they got a lot of soldiers. They got a lot of soldiers to come in and stand against this wicked regime. But watch this. Rachel's crying. Rachel been crying since they got here.
We are not a hate group. We do not desire harm against any race or nationality of people.
You don't desire harm to your enemies that's killing your babies. See how they crouching down? Judah raised up. Yeah, we got soldiers, but we don't want to hurt nobody. We could do this, but we don't want to hurt nobody. Listen.
And we do not affiliate ourselves with any other group or any other.
Now, we got a whole lot of more besides the purple shirts, but we'll tell you right now, we divided. Y'all can conquer us because we divided. Jump on them first. We got enough soldiers here to defend you. We jump on them little groups first. Because we ain't with them. A lot of them will stand up and fight. A lot of them Israelites, them Negroes will stand up and fight you. But we going to let you know, we ain't going to stand up and fight you. Listen, I know what I'm saying.
Israelite groups. We're a non-violent group. We're a peaceful group. We love our people, but we will.
I thought he said we come to make you uncomfortable. That's not peace. Either you come to to stand against them and resist them, their white supremacy, their murderous acts, and subdue their people who commit murder against you. You have to lock them up in your system. That's the thing about it. We have to create a system and get a jail and get our own legal system, our own bar, our own courtrooms. All of that shit belong to us already. According to the Constitution, those are our law offices. That's our courtroom. That's our courtroom. But either you come to stop them, and you're not going to stop them peacefully. You hadn't been able to do it in 500 years. You're going to have to either make up your mind, do you come in peace, or do you come resisting whatever force they bring to you?
And on business, remember that. And we do not affiliate ourselves with any other group or any other Israelite groups. We're a non-violent group. We're a peaceful group. We love our people, but we will stand on business. Remember that. There are racists in this community today.
Stand on business. You just crouch down when you. How you gonna be a soldier, a group of warriors when you ain't gonna be violent? War is violent. The kingdom suffered violence, and the violence take it by force. We got to take these people in. We get together. Let me tell you something. The Most High said in these last days we gonna gather together and come out from among the Babylonians, the people, their jurisdiction. We're going to stand up and be free. We're going to stand up and be judges over our own households. We're going to rule our own worlds. There's more than one world. We teach that all the time. We're going to rule in our own worlds. We're going to keep the law. We're going to follow our God. We're going to worship our King. We have to start now. But you keep raising up and then you crouch down. You think they can't see that? You raise up and talk about how bad and strong you is, then you crouch down. Well, we ain't going to be violent. We ain't like them other groups that's violent, that's ready to get in y'all's ass right away. They ready to defend themselves against you. We ain't like them. We keep the law of the land. Let's watch.
Who will not be comforted, and she should not be asked to be, and that you receive not of her plagues. The her is Babylon the Great, verse 4 says, come out of her, my people, that you be not partakers of her sins, and that you receive not of her plagues. The her is Babylon.
So he said the her is Babylon. We know. How you gonna come out of her when they telling you better not move, stand still? They got power over you and jurisdiction over you to take you, try you, put you back in slavery. The Most High said he wouldn't allow them to put us back in slavery. So it's getting ready to jump the freaking off. It's getting ready to jump off, but it won't be by these weak Israelite Judah standing up and then crouching down when they see danger. Stick your head up out the foxhole. When you hear a shot, you duck back down. No. The northern kingdom, who are the copper-toned people of this land, is standing up. They are the ones standing up that y'all not affiliated with. And you know they going to attack the weakest group, and that's going to be y'all in the purple church. And the other ones, the other group over there that's trying to say, look at what Esau doing to us. They wrong. Look what they doing to us. We are a sovereign nation. We are attacked we have giants in our land. We are in the land with giants. If the Most High, if you believe that he's going to bring you out and deliver you from these giants, you got to stand up and resist them as one whole people. And you already talking about, we ain't like them other ones over there. We separate us from them. Look at us different. We ain't with them. Go get them if you want to, but separate us from them. That's what y'all do. And then y'all say everybody picking on One West in the camps. One West is the biggest group of cowards we ever seen. It's these satellite groups, these young men that's saying, and the people saying we were here first. We are the copper-toned people, is the northern kingdom. They the ones that's we're going to have to depend on to deliver us, to stand up and fight against these people. And they quick too. They quick. They going to run like the deer. You gonna think you shooting at one target. You gonna look around and they gonna make it look like it's 10 of them. One man gonna look like 10 targets to these enemies. because the Most High is going to teach them to fight hand-to-hand combat and marksmans. So if they want to take it there, y'all got to gear up to go there.
Days, come out of her, my people, that you be not partakers of her sins, and that you receive not of her plagues. The her is Babylon the Great. The her is America. I know a lot of y'all think that the Bible is a white man's book. It's not a white man's book. It is your history. Stop giving the white man credit for everything. All they have done was create things to destroy. They have not created nothing to build. Everything that you see from the roads to the railroads, everything was built.
Okay, so you hear what he's saying? Stop giving the white man credit. But at the same time, your fear of the white man is giving them credit. Because the Most High God said when you come back to the laws and keep his commandments, he will make your enemies flee. They come in one way and flee out 7 ways. They're not going to be able to defeat you. You are the army that's keeping the laws of the Most High God. It should start with y'all. But y'all keep sticking your head up out the foxhole and crouching back down. You got so many agents. I just showed you one of the biggest agents, to play in their system. You got to challenge their jurisdiction. You do that by gathering together and coming together. What you should be doing, saying right now, is we are not your nation. We are a sovereign nation. We were here, not the Native American, not the $5 Indians, not the Latino Blanqueamento group, not them, not all the Caribbean white people that's, got their foot on our people, on the Israelites' neck, and all the Caribbeans and stuff. Not the Africans. You should be standing up right now and saying we are all one people and we unite together because we have sovereignty in this land. This is not your land. The doctrine of discovery, we have proven. We use the Smithsonian, where President Kennedy was standing up saying we are the Coppertone people. We are the original people of this land. We didn't come over here on ship, but y'all still going against all the evidence because you sticking your head up and you crouching down. You're part of that army, Gideon's army, that didn't want to fight, and you were scared, and God had to send them back home. He sent them home. You're not going to fight. You're not good soldiers. You're not good soldiers. Let's watch.
Off black labor, and that's the truth. All our inventions were stolen.
Why is he talking about that crap? This is war. We pass all of that now. They doing that to buy time. And you think these warmongers don't understand y'all fear? Don't understand y'all scared? I'm going to move forward to this brother.
All of that. But this light bulb figment that actually works, because they tried to invent one, it didn't work. The transmission that makes your car go around. The steamboats, the steam that push the boats. Yeah, we invented all of that.
We passed
But this history is suppressed from you.
We passed all of that, and that history don't make a damn bit of difference when they killing your kids, man. Y'all buying time. You buying time. And what you trying to do is set yourself up as the peaceful group, and hopefully they'll go after the 2/3, and the 2/3 will do all you scared niggas fighting. I'm so ashamed of y'all, man. I'm so ashamed of you.
Push the boats. Yeah, we invented all of that. But this history is suppressed from you and is not taught in your schools. That's why we got to sit up there and we got to be re-educated.
He wrote a book, and now, they talking about he won't talk about re-educating. We ain't got time for no damn education of the steam shovel and, the locomotive, who did all that. That is irrelevant when you're in a battle. That's the same thing Gideon. God told him to send them soldiers home that didn't know what time it was, didn't know that they was in the midst of a battle. They just put their head down like nothing was happening and just drank water like a dog. Didn't have a care, didn't know where they was at, didn't know what time it was, didn't know they was about to be attacked, didn't know it was going down. You ain't standing on business. You don't even know what time it is. You groping at noonday, in the darkness at noonday. You don't know what time it is, brothers.
They leave.
All right.
Amos
We're gonna pass
cried
it
it,
to
and
this
we
next
cried
brother.
with him. Let judgment run down. You say nation time. It's nation time. It's. I need somebody with a Bible to come.
See, that sounds like a rally, right? Now you pulling out the Bible. Why are you pulling out the Bible? It's time to gather together and let the people know that you're free and you know you have God fighting with you, and they need to respect their treaties. If not, you're going to meet them with the way they come to you. Listen to this. He started off tough. I had a lot of respect for this brother, but I guess he got his he got his marching orders from that group leader, the organizational leader. Do not seem hostile. Do not let them know you will, none of that.
I got it. What you want? Give me some. We've been marching since Martin Luther King. He don't care about you marching. He don't care about you protesting. You got to hit him where it hurt. You got to hit the white. He only understands two things. He understands money, and he understands war. You ain't ready to go to war because the weapons of all your warfare, they're not carnal.
See there? See how they crouch down? See how they crouch down? What kind of weapons did they have against the Egyptians' army? They didn't need no weapon because the Most High said, I fought your battles for you. You can farm weapons. We got weapons. We got weapons, but I guarantee you these people, these old white supremacists, do not want to fight us. We outnumber them. We're like the sands of the sea. And they are harming all of our people everywhere. So when we start fighting, all of the Israelites in the Caribbeans and everybody's going to take over these governments. It's in the scripture. It's in the Bible that they're going to disregard their kings and prince. And not only that, there's going to be civil war. The white people are going to stand up and fight these people, these white supremacist governments too. The world the Most High is turning the world back right side up. And those people that will go into our kingdom with us and not be destroyed on this side, they are going to fight against white supremacy, white people and all the other nations that understand we are God's chosen people and that he has us awakened, and he's using us to take revenge against this wicked nation that's on the earth that stole the title deed from us. A crime has been committed. They stole our identity so they could steal our inheritance and come in. And the racism and the making laws they are to subdue us so they can continue to cipher our resources out of this country and build the empires of the wicked nations that are in confederate with Psalms 83 with Esau. That's the bottom line.
You gonna what? Go ask him for some bullets to shoot him? You gonna go ask him for his own guns?
You see, they stand up and they know we got guns. We got military weapons. We got military weapons. They got airplanes. Listen.
You got to get your life right with the Most High God. And then you will be prepared for the battle.
Listen, all of the two-thirds of Israel, the two-thirds that, Judah is the bow, Ephraim is the arrow. The Most High gonna shoot Ephraim out of the bow, right? Now who they call Ephraim is the Latinos. The Most High got them, gathering them up, putting them in His barn. We know why he gathering them up, and the Native American Indians, who they call Gad, and God's other chosen people, they alcoholic and drug addicts. You think they gonna fight the powers that be? You think he can shoot them out of the bow and force them to fight? The people who is going to fight this wicked regime is the people who are standing up right now saying we are not black, We are not Negro colored. We're not voting in your system. We're not going to buy from your stores anymore. That ain't the Israelites. That ain't the Latinos. That ain't the Orientals. That ain't the fake $5 Indians. That's the Northern Kingdom. That's Ephraim being shot out the bow. I thought y'all had spiritual knowledge. Those are the people. Now, Nate did a good thing going to those church sisters, and I bought 2 of his books, and I buy more if I wasn't afraid to give them out to people who just gonna stick them on the shelf. But if I find somebody that want to read these books, these church women, these women, they are being victorious. They coming out like warriors. They are fighting against the system, fighting against themselves, laying aside those wicked ways and all these trinkets and gifts that the Esau has been giving them to keep them docile and simple-minded. They're gonna come away. They're not gonna do Thanksgiving and Christmas and all of that. They ain't really got the money to do it, but they're gonna stop buying and only buy what they need to survive. They're gonna grow their food. You're gonna see them waging war, and then I hope you'll know who Ephraim is. And you have to use these women right now because y'all scared. They not scared. They ain't got sense enough to be scared because they still kind of depend on the system. But they also depend on Jesus. They said, Jesus got me. Even though you say they looking at the white Jesus, but they looking at the real Son of God. When they say Jesus got me, that's faith in the real Son of God, not no white Jesus. I don't care what picture they didn't sit around and got us looking at the image of the beast. These Christians, these women have been going to church hoping and praying to the right God. They not praying to no white God. They tell you color don't matter. They praying to the Creator and His Son. And He's going to hear them. That's why He's able to shoot them out in their ignorance. He gonna shoot them out. He got them fighting right now. They fighting a better battle than the Israelite camps. On TikTok, they talking. They come together as one. They boycotting. They saying we don't need this no more. We don't need that no more. They are correcting their ways without y'all. Y'all stick your head up out the foxhole and duck back down. No, that ain't us. That ain't us. Don't shoot us, Massa. Massa, don't do it. Y'all are a disgrace, man. Y'all can't have no care for your life. You can't be a soldier worrying about your life. You don't have a life. You don't have homes. You forget about all that county that's done. All of that crap, all of that shit is worthless. You don't have a life. They're coming at you to pull you out of your houses and burn them down. They're going to take revenge on you for what the Most High is doing to them in these plagues. He's burning their houses down. He's hurricaning, he's tornadoing their house, he's flooding their houses out. He's flooding them out to the streets. They put us in the street, he put them in the streets. We're going to all be in the streets after a while, and then it's going to have to go down. We saying gather together right now and stand up for your sovereignty so the people can see that the Most High have compassion on us and woke us up. And the scripture said they're going to take compassion too. They're going to say, oh, God is fighting for these people. They in their right mind now. They no longer feeble-minded. They know who they are. They know who their enemies are. They're not going along with the plan. So let's treat them differently. Let's deal wisely with them. But because of y'all, they looking at y'all. They look at all them men. Yeah, y'all got all them men gathered up over there, scared to fight, scared to stand up and say we are sovereign. We challenge your jurisdiction because if we are free, God said we was free, then we're going to die standing for our freedom, not letting y'all put us back in captivity again in our minds and with your so-called law of justice. I want to show you this, brother.
The boy being accused for coming and standing with the family of Colton Court here, Wiley. They've shown us. First of all, thank you to the IUIC for coming and standing with the family of Colton Court here, Wiley. They've shown us in South Carolina that a 14-year-old boy being accused of stealing water can be shot down by an Asian man, Asian businesses that we support with our hard-earned dollars. All these brothers have spoke on. They shown us in Texas that you can't defend yourself when you're attacked, when they commit a crime, when you're just sitting up under a tent with Carmelo Anthony and Cyrus Carmack Belton. And now they've shown us that to them, not to us, to them, a black baby's life is worth a pack of Pampers. All of the sick justifications online, all of the sick things you're hearing around town, I don't care what alleged or what happened. We're not allowing you to shoot at our babies. Your money is your most powerful tool. I told you I was right out here with you getting tear gas right along with you, and I told you that we have to attack economic power. Real leaders show who they are. They don't talk about it. It starts at home. It starts at your house. Get your house in order. Get your wife, your kids, your girlfriend, whatever you have going on. And then it branches out into your community. You have to be a community in more than just words. Everybody always talk. I remember the first showing up on the city hall looked like Beale Street. But look now. I already knew this. That's why I constantly connect, and Building Bridges Coalition connects with inter-organization unity. It's about all of us. We are one people. Everything these brothers said, I want to stamp whether you believe it or not. The truth is the truth. What's going to make us to come together? We always focus on the negativity, focus on the problem. Every black person under the sound of my voice can tell you what's wrong, but can't none of y'all tell me what the solution is.
You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying right there. Stop talking about what Esau's doing that's so wrong to you. They the devil. What the hell you expect? They are the damn devils. Why are you telling them what they doing is to you? You look what you did to me. You busted my nose. You sound like a battered spouse that feel hopeless and ain't nothing you can do. This brother's telling you we got to gather up first. Listen to him.
We done tried everything else. It's time to stand up and fight back. And as I said, before you're able to fight back, you have to be organized. I love the energy from the city of Senatobia. I loved it. They were ready. We've been organizing nonstop behind the scenes. You need to pull up to these drop-off locations. You need to pull up to these meeting up spots. We need to strategize, organize, come up with a plan, and figure out how we're going to take down this system and make them release this video and make them give us equal justice, and we willing to die about it.
Now, you ain't gonna make them give you.
But that's all.
You ain't gonna make them give you equal justice. The last part, we willing to die about it. You got to stand up and you give them justice. You can't make them give you justice. They're not gonna challenge. They're not gonna charge themselves. They count themselves not guilty. You have to give them their justice. So all praises to the Most High in Christ. That's what I'm trying to show you. Like the brother said, we got to organize. We got to go in our communities and put together the small camps. And we got to be talking about these things. Now, who's going to be security? And then when we get together in a big meeting, we don't care. We already know who our security teams are. You know, we done got together. We done got together with all the camps. We ain't part of them camps. That brother told you. We got to unite as one. One people. Not that camp ain't. We ain't like them. You get them first. You let us. We the good guys. No. All of that shit got to stop, man. Y'all scattering the flocks, man. The flock is the whole nation of Israel. That's the flock. Not some damn purple shirts or some black shirts. Or some Wi-Fi camps and stuff, man. The Wi-Fi ain't like that. All you camps talking about, if you ain't with us, you ain't in the truth. Well, you niggas stay in the truth by yourself. Ephraim gonna gather up, man. You stay cowards and defend your babies by yourself. It's gonna take this whole nation to defend ourselves, to stand up. Defend ourselves. First, we go in with a shout and we challenge them. We put them treaties back on the table. We saying this is what you swore your oath to. Now, if you ain't gonna keep them, then all ceasefires off the table. All praises to the Most High.